Welcome back to another episode of Find the Line, presented by Against the Grain Design and Print, where we dive into real stories with real racers, the successes, the hardships, and everything in between, with your co-hosts Logan Cipala and Joe Falde. Produced by Luke Cipala, it all starts right here, right now, on Find the Line.
Yeah, and we can do anything. Mama said it's true, and I put that on everything. Mama told me one day I'ma blow up big and I'ma be a king. And my papa told me it's okay to sit where shit hurts. Don't forget your dreams, cause they'll get you through this so-called life they call living.
Woo! Oh yeah, welcome back to Find the Line, where we all know life's better on two wheels. Oh, balls, tonight we're going big. We're going big time tonight. We got on with us tonight a man who is just pushing our sport through the roof. It's amazing what is possible when one person is determined to make a sport better. We're going to find all about it tonight because we have the one, the only, the number 124 from U.S. Hillclimb, Todd Pinsonnault. Todd, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, dude. Well, huge news. We saw it a little while ago. Congratulations. 100,000 subscribers on YouTube for U.S. Hillclimbing. Luke, do we have some sort of applause or something? What, can we do something here?
Gosh, I wish I should have had something in there.
Yeah, we'll post-production that. Yeah, he'll probably play some fart noises or something. Look out.
Yeah.
But no, Todd, what an unbelievable accomplishment. 100,000 subscribers. And I guess it's so cool to see what you've been doing for our sport and just how there is so much love out there for it. And we were just going to start by winding it back. And how long has U.S. Hillclimbing been around?
I started it in September of 2021 and just came up with the idea that there was no entity that covered the whole sport. And
Right.
I wanted to see if I could do that. And it all started with uploading old VHS tapes and watching videos on YouTube and just thinking like, man, there's nobody that covers the whole sport, and I want to see if I can try to do that.
Right. Wow. That is, I mean, to me, that does not seem like that very long ago that you started this. But to you, how many phones have you been through, Todd? I mean, what generation iPhone are we on right now since you started?
I'm on 17 Pro Max. I just got it before Devils.
Okay, nice.
It's like every year when Apple drops a new iPhone, you're just sighing because you know you got to get it now.
Well, the first one I used was it was a Motorola Droid, whatever one was out in 2019, and that was the first one I used, and the camera was terrible. And then I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max in 22, and I used that for a few years, and then I just got the 17 now.
Okay. Wow. Did you start right away on YouTube? Was that one of the first platforms that you started broadcasting your stuff from?
Yeah. I started uploading the VHS tapes on YouTube and cutting up clips, posting them on Facebook and Instagram. And then after a while, I started to make reels and shorts and post them on even TikTok. I started using TikTok more, but YouTube was the first one that I started using.
Nice. I mean, we're going to go over this again and again, but you've done a very professional job from the beginning. I mean, my infancy of watching videos was from Luke Cipala, and I just looked at him as a D16 rider, but here ends up being Red Bull filmer, very world-renowned artist when it comes to camera. And I saw a lot of similarities with you and what I saw from him. Did you ever watch any of the old LP motocross films back in the day, Todd?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I mean, that guy, an icon, right?
Yeah. Those are high quality, back in whenever he was doing those 09, 10.
Right.
Yep. Good stuff.
It was something about having your name and number on the video and then the time where it was like watching frickin' Sports Center, right? I mean, it was like it was that production value that just put it through the roof. And I feel like you've taken those seeds and improved upon them yet again. And is it hard every time now when you're doing it still? Like, you got it down to a science, or is it still every time that it takes a lot of energy?
Well, at first I wasn't putting names and times in there, but I was getting comments that, hey, can you put this in here? Can you put that in there? And so I was like, okay, I think I could do that. And I try to make them a little better as time goes on. It does take longer to do the editing and put them together, but I try to make them a little bit better all the time.
Right.
If we go backwards here one step, like,
yeah, of course.
And that it all ties together, but it was so cool because right when Luke Parmenter was getting into it and starting to do his recaps, it's kind of when you got back into it too, Joel. And like, I remember in the summers, that Monday after, I would just be going on his website over and over and over all day, waiting for the King of the Hill recap to drop. And it was like such a highlight to make it in the videos. And now with US Hillclimb, it's the same way. Like, anytime you're at a race, it's just awesome to start checking out the YouTube after the race to see all the rides and compare. Like, for me, I love being able to compare what my ride looked like compared to the winners, or where you could have done better, or where you lost time, gained time, all that stuff. And it's so awesome that almost every day after these races, you go on YouTube and get to watch another video and scroll through social media and see all the recaps. And like you said, they just keep getting better and better over time.
I think, like, Todd, what YouTube needs to do is they need to make an amplifier, because, like, let's say you get paid for views, right? But let's say if one user has watched a video 5 times or 10 times or 30 times, you get like some sort of a 10 times multiplier, because frickin' Logan would make you retired right now. Because talk about somebody that watches over and over and over and over, getting better. But just look at the joy you bring to all of us riders by putting this stuff out there. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think some of the kids wear YouTube out also. They love seeing themselves on YouTube. And I actually do see some of the people that comment, they have little icons next to their name, how many times they commented, or if they're a multi-time commenter. I do see little icons like that.
Cool. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. When you first started, like when you were just kind of going there and making your VHS tapes and stuff, you'd said before, like, you just looking for somebody to cover the whole sport. But had you thought, like, well, if I get 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to consider myself successful? Or had you had any sort of goals when you started as to what you were looking to get from it?
Well, I was really trying to get to 1,000 as quick as possible, because that starts the monetization.
Okay.
And that took a little over a year to get 1,000.
Wow. Okay.
And once YouTube started to pay for shorts, so then I started uploading shorts all the time, and those get a lot of views, and they also boost your subscribers.
Sick.
They don't make a lot of, it doesn't make a lot of money, but they do boost your subscribers, and you just got to keep going. Just keep posting all the time. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just keep it going.
Right. Quantity.
Yep.
You need lots of stuff. That's awesome, man. Where do you get the information about YouTube? Is it something that you've had to research yourself, or do they tell you, or how do you get this?
I think it was mostly just trying stuff out, and and just knowing that, like, the law of large numbers, you just keep putting out big numbers worth of posts, and once in a while something will hit. And there's been a couple shorts that have boosted my subscribers a ton, and both of them, I believe both of them are over 25 million views.
Oh, awesome, dude. Man, that's awesome. That's so cool. I mean, way back when, I remember Sean Whitcomb, was it Logan, wasn't it, when him and his wife got married and he did that burnout on the bike? Isn't that what kind of got him viral?
Yep.
And I mean, he had like Twitch and all kinds of people commenting, and he just got this huge boost of, or not subscribers, but I guess followers or whatnot. And it was funny how just one video, but right there you said 2 of them over 25 million. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that's 25 million people. That's that's like the entire state of Wisconsin and Minnesota. Probably that's wild. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
One was so they're both at Monson. I'm on the YouTube channel right now, and one on a YZ 125 and one on a 50.
Yep.
That's cool.
Not even nitro bikes, not even the pros. It was a young lady and a kid.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you done any? And I feel terrible because I have seen some, but I'm not like a huge YouTube person. I don't divulge a lot of it. But have you done like just the bike startup videos and stuff like that big on YouTube as well? Because like with Instagram, it's like Logan could set fast time of the day by 6 seconds. Nobody gives a shit. But if he cold starts the Buell, he'll get 5 million followers from a freaking startup video. Do you guys do any of those?
I haven't done too many of those. I know I had a couple. I don't think they got a ton of views.
Okay.
But I mean, there's a lot of different ideas I have, things I'd like to do and put up, and I just haven't had the time to do it.
Right. I feel like when next time you're at a race where Josh Mueller's there, I feel like just a startup video of that frickin' nitro bike is gonna get millions of views because that thing is so unique and has such an unbelievable sound, but it's just a work of art. You know, it's like stuff like that. And then I'll probably be wrong. I'll probably get 6 views, but then someone will start up the little Cobra 50 and that'll get 5 million views or whatever. You don't know, right?
Yeah.
How cool was it getting that YouTube plaque in the mail too? That'd be a pretty sweet trophy. Yeah,
that was pretty cool. I've seen, because I watch YouTube quite a bit, different types of videos, not just hill climbing or motocross or anything, but you will see some of those guys, those big accounts, they'll have it hanging on the wall, and I looked up how you get one of those or what that's all about, and it was 100,000. And it's like, oh man, that'd be cool to get 100,000. I was like, I don't know how long that'll take or if I'll ever get that many, but that'd be pretty neat. And it just happened so quick.
Oh, that's
so
amazing.
Cool.
That's so
But it's
awesome.
crazy to think that if you started it in 21, that sometime in 22, you only had 1,000 subscribers. And now in 25, before the year is even over, you're at 100,000. Like just the exponential growth of it is pretty crazy.
Yeah. I think last year I had over 40,000 and this year over 40,000 subscribers. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I just hope it just keeps tenfolding for you, Todd. I hope that we're talking in 2 years and you got, 700,000 followers. That would just be amazing.
Yeah. Just keep it going.
Right?
Yeah. Because I used to look. Go ahead.
No, last episode with Jamie on and with his racetrack, and he was talking about 1320 video, and very similar company to yourself. They're going to races, they're making YouTube videos, whatever. And he was saying 3.2 million followers on 1320 video. I mean, I would say like looking at people like that they've had this success. Now, it's not like you got to reinvent the wheel. It's just, here's a media platform that hasn't been massaged enough, and you're the man that can massage it, right? Like, I think like whatever, I would constantly be looking at these other people to see what they're doing to get success and go from it. Because, whether it's unique race equipment, polarizing riders, chaos, we got all those, right?
Yep.
I mean, we can check all the boxes,
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think like, I think like this 100,000 followers, I am just so happy for you, but this literally could be the tip of the spear, Todd. Isn't that freaking epic? Just thinking of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep it going.
Keep her going. So then we were wondering how many followers when you can just be like, this is my full-time gig.
Well, that depends on like I was saying, the YouTube shorts will get you a lot of subscribers, but the money's made from the long videos, and I have to do more of those because I do a ton of YouTube shorts because I'm always posting clips of people's rides. Yep. And then I'll put a class video or a full event video up, when I get a chance to. But those long videos, even I did a compilation of just open bikes last year.
Okay.
and I called it Hillclimb Monsters, and that one took off. Something like that, and it was 2 hours long. Those will make some money.
Damn,
Dang.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Dang
just got to have a lot of those to make any money out of it.
Okay, well, that's a freaking you freaking made a movie. It's 2 hours long. I mean, holy crap!
Yeah, 2 hours of just nitro bikes and open bikes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
I gotta block off 2 hours. I gotta go watch that sucker now. That'll keep me on the whole time. So
It's
yeah,
also cool. Like I think I was talking to Joel about it when after you had got the plaque, but you know, it's in this day and age too. It's really uncommon for somebody to have significantly more YouTube subscribers than they do like on Instagram. And I think you're right around 10,000 on Instagram last I looked. So that's pretty impressive too, and speaks a lot about what you've done on that platform. Because usually it's the other way around. You get 100,000 on Instagram and can get 10 on YouTube or something. It seems like it's always a little bit tougher.
Yeah, Instagram was really slow. Like, so the Facebook page has 72, almost 73,000, and TikTok is 20 something thousand right now, and that one took off quick, but has kind of been steady for a while. And Instagram was dead for a long time, and I got a few thousand probably in the last year, but that was the toughest one to build up. And I think, I don't know if you guys heard of Gary V. I watch his stuff sometimes, and he says that Instagram slowed down when TikTok took off because all the kids are on TikTok. So his Instagram was really tough to get following.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Well, anything on my Instagram feed, it's mostly bikini models. I don't know why, but that's the only thing that keeps coming up. So maybe you got to have more of that, like Buttery's girlfriend on her bike, and that kind of. Then maybe you get more Instagram. I don't know. It's tainted some way. There's no way it could actually know that that's what I like. You know, so it's got to be pure coincidence. I'm sure, right? You know, when we see you and see what you've been putting out there, and I see you at the races, and you're so diligent about getting so much information, and then locally, like from New England hill climbers and the races all around you, and like Logan just looked up months, and you had these huge followers. I mean, it's just my opinion, but I feel like you've been elevating the game of this amateur. And I hate saying the word amateur. Because there's nothing amateur about the riders there. It's just that's what it's classified at. I wish it was called something different. It's just they can't run cool tires and fuel, right? That's the only difference, right, Todd?
Yeah. They're good riders in the amateurs series. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I hate calling it the amateurs. I wish it was called like you know stock bike class, or I don't know, something different, because they're not amateurs. But anyways, you know what I'm getting at. But it feels like you've been elevating a lot of their platform. And I feel like on social media and stuff, they've been running with it, and they've been upping their production. It looks like they're releasing stuff. They're more professional. The hills look great. You don't see crap all over. It's very tidy. I got to think that you have something to do with that by all your coverage, and I just think that's so cool that you've had that impact.
Well, last year I volunteered to be vice president of the New England Hill Climbers and help run the club.
Nice.
And I started making graphics for the point standings and trying to get more videos and photos posted on their platform. And then the Ridge Runner Promotions, they do a great job, running their events anyways. They put on a great show all the time.
Yeah.
So that part's easy, but we're just trying to get the New England series to look a little more professional, and it's as long as we can keep it going, keep it after if I don't want to be part of the club anymore and do something else, that it keeps going that way.
No, I've been really impressed with all of it. Like the media that you guys are doing for the district series itself is awesome, but just all the bikes and the riders and the competition seem like it's good. You guys have a lot of cool hills, and seems like you have a good variety of hills. I mean, even we've got a strong district, and I think we're down to only, I don't know, four to six unique hills, where it looks like you guys are doing a little bit better on that end even. But It's always fun seeing the reels and like the different. It's a lot of unique hill layouts. It's not just the same stair step 250-foot hill like we have in other places. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I'm watching them. I'm like, I got to get out there. And I'm sure Luke and Logan are saying the same thing. I'm like, damn it, I need to make a trip out east and get to some of these hills. They look so damn fun and they're just so well kept. It's like, I want to be a part of it. It's like, that's what it's about, right? It's about getting that excitement, and you guys are crushing it at that. It's so fun.
Are most of those guys all like clubs like what we have around here, or is it like singular promoters, or is it just random people that step up to do it? Because I know some of them are at ski resorts and stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple that there's one in Jay, Maine, that the New England club actually runs that. The ski area puts it on, but we run the event.
Okay.
And then North Rose, it's a couple families that run that hill, and that hill used to run from the 70s to the early 90s, and they revived it and got it back going with the new landowner.
Is North Rose, is that New York, or is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's not the one with the huge double in it, is it? That only a couple people do, or is that it? That is? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see any of those videos, Joel, from that race or not?
No.
It's crazy. It's like basically two what we would just consider like normal hill climb jumps, and a couple of the fast guys can double it, and it's so huge.
Really? Wow.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's a short hill, not super steep, but they put breakers in it, and this year they moved the upper breaker down a little bit closer, and I was looking at it, I'm like, there's no way I don't need to be doing that. So then there was a couple guys that actually did it, and they cleared it.
Wow. Dang.
I don't think I would have been doing it.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't worth it.
That's like at Munson at Nationals all that years ago, and people were just bonsaiing that top and landing in the lights. And I'm like, I don't care. If that's what I got to do to win, I ain't winning today.
Yeah. Yep.
The bike's getting broken half and shit. It's like, nope, I ain't doing that. I mean, that's the thing about hill climbing. We draw the crazies, right? Like, I mean, it's a daredevil sport. You're going to get some evil Knievel sons of bitches that are going to jump the fountain, right? So like, it's, be warned, promoters. If it looks even close to being doable, somebody will do it, and maybe on a Harley, right? So it's like, you got to watch out. I know back in the day, old Chuck Neinfeld, he'd always go for it, whether possible or not, he'd always go for it, right, Logan?
Yep. Oh, yeah. That's for sure.
How many different events did you make it to this year, Todd? Do you know offhand?
I went to, let's see, we had, I know in New England we had 9 points races, and then we had Gunstock. Gunstock was non-points, and then I went to, for videoing, I went to Freemansburg, Bay City, Devils. Yeah, so probably 13 races I went to this year.
That's
incredible. Well, nationals too. Nationals, so 14.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
Wow.
How do you decide where you're going to go in the year and which races you want to go to?
Well, the last couple of years I was, being part of New England and racing, I hit all of those.
Right. Yeah.
So then I looked at what other weekends were open and what events were going on. And I really wanted to go to Washington, but I wanted to do some riding too. It was in May. Yep. I wanted to get some riding in while our season was getting started. So I didn't end up going to that one. But yeah, it was just basically looking at the local schedule, and then since I was racing, and then seeing what else was going on and picking and choosing.
Like from me tagging along with the Cipalas, and I got to I've been able to go to a lot of events, and the travel is almost as damn fun as the racing for me now. And when you're traveling to these events, do you go out and find a cool coffee place or go out for supper? Is there anything for fun that you go out and do while you're traveling?
Well, if it's for a race, not really. I kind of just want to get there and kind of stay close by to the hotel or close by to the hill if I go eat or anything like that. Kind of just get into a zone, and I don't really venture off too far.
Right. Even when you're just filming, you're still that focused in when you're just filming.
Filming's different.
Right.
I'll try to see if there's something around to check out. I'll drive around or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where we used to always, for the first few years that Logan and I and Luke were traveling, we were always on such a tight effing schedule. We're putting our freaking pants on while they're in the riders meeting, running out of the freaking van. We just never had any time. And now, probably I'd say like the last 3 years, we're like, F it. We've been taking a half day or taking a little bit more time, so we'd have we could get one cool supper in, or have time in the morning to go find a cool coffee shop or something. And I think that's what's kind of fun, is like our sport takes you to places I would not normally go. I would never go to Freemansburg, Massachusetts, or Freemansburg, Pennsylvania normally. But it's awesome. I love that we've been there and you can experience it and go walk around and see what it's all about. And like Luke was the best. When Luke was going with us, he's so good at like finding, and like Luke, remember when we were in Baltimore and we went down by like where the Ravens Stadium is in that wharf down there, and we're walking around. It's just cool, I mean, it's like
he might have been trying to get all of us shot down there, Joel.
Yes.
I shouldn't thank him quite yet, because we don't know his real intentions with that, but we made it.
Yeah, if it wouldn't have been AM when we were in Baltimore downtown, I would have been super nervous. But I think the people that I was most nervous about meeting were sleeping when we were down there, luckily, because it was pretty early in the morning. Yeah. But I think that's what's kind of fun, is I can't imagine like when you're going to record for US Hillclimbing and you got a little time. That's kind of fun about traveling, is you might have the best meal of your life. You might have the worst meal of your life. You might experience, like Logan and I, we look so forward to St. Regis, frickin' Montana for the goddamn Huckleberry Shake and the burger. And it's like, it's these little things in life that give you those memories, Todd, So I'm glad to hear that when you're on US Hillclimbing's dime, you're enjoying yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I think White Rose is a good one too, because I like Gettysburg. My wife likes Gettysburg too, so... I like history anyways, so that's probably my favorite one to go to for just filming.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right. No. Have you been to the, I think it's the Dobbin House Tavern yet down there? Yeah,
we tried getting in there one time, and it was so busy, and we ended up eating outside, but we did eat there.
It's worth it to go back to go inside. It is so cool and just super old. That was one of the coolest places that we've been in a long time.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Very cool.
You have to put that back on the list for round 2.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
When your dad and I were walking around there, Logan, we found that like downtown, there's like that huge like barn inside of downtown. There's like a market inside of it.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, that was so cool to walk around in there. It was just like this old market with people selling honey and all kinds of different foods and whatnot in there. That was pretty cool. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, amazing. So we don't know where US Hillclimbing will end, but man, we're sure excited about where it's been and where it's going right now. Are you done filming for the year, Todd? Is there anything else that you have left to film this year?
No, I'm done for the year.
You're done for the year. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So now it's just post-production, editing, making more 2-hour movies.
Yeah, I got to try to do that. And I got a small box of some more old tapes. So there'll be some stuff popping up this winter because I'll have more time to convert them.
Oh, cool.
I'm looking forward to Hillclimb Monsters Volume 2.
Yeah. I want to do some, like I was thinking of doing some big bore 2-stroke ones, compilations, seeing how many I could probably get a 2-hour one out of that.
Yeah.
And maybe some other bikes and maybe some 250s and 125s, just some long compilation videos, something different.
Yeah. That's what people seem to really like.
Crash videos too. I'll have to put some of those together.
Some crash videos, perfect.
Yeah, I think you better lift from, if you can, from Fans Choice, where Jamie said at Devils, well, that's not the first time we've had a bike in the crowd, right? I mean, that would be that'd be a good liner for the start of your film there, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. Are you happy then? Obviously, where US Hillclimbing's at, or is it something are you proud of it? I mean, are you happy, or where are you at with US Hillclimbing?
Well, I guess the goal would be to just keep growing it and seeing if trying to get, it needs to make some money.
Right.
So for me to be able to go to more events, and I'd have to stop racing or slow down racing again, which I will eventually. But if I wanted to travel, if I want to just look at the calendar and say, okay, what races are going on this weekend, and pick one and just go whenever I felt like it,
Right.
it would have to make a little more money to do that. And so I would have to figure out how to get more ad revenue from views, of course. And then I was able to, with Instagram, turned on subscriptions. So I'm thinking of ways to get people to subscribe if there's a way that I can put different types of videos, clips, or whatever under that paywall. And then on Facebook, I have subscriptions already turned on. So if I can use something like that, the ad revenue from the videos, and if any promoters or series or something wanted to pay for me to go there to do it, then of course, I would do that also.
Right. That's a couple things I wanted to ask is, if a promoter is out there and they're looking for, more coverage, more, exposure, but then also like long lasting exposure by what US Hill Climbing offers, where you're filming and you're putting it out there and it's there forever. Would you ever be up if, like, let's say Washington Nitro Nationals, they said, hey, we'll cover your travel expenses and give you this much to come out? Would you entertain stuff like that to people, helping you out? Or
yeah, definitely.
Because I didn't know, some people, they don't want to be told what to do, or whatever. So it's like you got to ask. But man, that'd be cool if promoters, because you bring so much to the table, Todd, by being there. And I think a lot of promoters have a budget for that. And I mean, you have 100,000 people that are watching everything that you put out there. That's just so cool. And I hope that promoters see the value in having you there. It'd be cool if you could get your travel expenses and maybe a little bit of money to help out, right?
Yeah, sure.
Other thing, a question I had, and I didn't even know if this was doable or not, but let's say, you can't be everywhere, right? And even like us, like DB, our man, the intrepid reporter, Dylan goes to Motocross of Nations. We're like, we want to hear about it. So we got DB comes on and kind of fills us in. Let's say there's amateur photographer that has a gimbal and a phone, and they videoed the King of the Hill or something like that. Are you up for people sending you stuff? And if you like it, you could put it on your site. Will you take like submissions from people to see if you'll upload it, or how does that work?
Yeah, I already do that. I get sent videos all the time, and then
Awesome.
I get asked if I was there. I said no, I was. I'll post if somebody sends me videos. I'll post them, but the only thing I have to be careful of is if they already posted it, and then US Hill Climbing posts it, they could get flagged. US Hill Climbing will get flagged for posting someone else's content. So if I'm the first one to post it, then it'll be okay, but I have to ask that.
Well, that's good for people to know then, if you're interested in, because there's a lot of people that love seeing their stuff on US Hill Climbing. And if, your son, your brother, whatever, if you're there and you want to film and they made the King of the Hill, or they made something and there's a cool video that you got, send it to Todd before you put it on any of your stuff. And then, maybe you can make it go viral and help everybody out, right?
Yeah. A lot of people will send me stuff. They want to see it on get a larger reach. So they'll send it to me and ask me if I can post it.
Oh no, I love it because, like for our sponsors, if I can get something to you and Lace sees it on US Hill Climbing or Rutted or any of my sponsors, they freaking love that because I got their name all over my riding gear, all over my bikes, and that's clear for them to see when I'm on there. I love that. So thank you.
Yep.
Well, dude, we've been talking about US Hill Climbing, but I kind of wanted to do after the segment, I want to talk about the man, the 124, the rider, and a little tickler here, but god dang, I think he sold his baby, and we're going to find out after the break. Is the KX500 in the stable still, and what's going on? Todd, don't say anything. This is a spoiler. You're going to have to listen for the break. So everybody hang on. You're going to hear from our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Against the Grain Design and Print is proud to announce its partnership with Find the Line. Against the Grain works with clients to build their business and racing goals through the design and production of premium stickers and decals. We offer one-of-a-kind subscriptions for a flat monthly fee that can save you hundreds of dollars. Custom mailers, white label printing, motocross graphics, and anything else you can think of, we have you covered. It's time to print your passion. Visit atgdesign.co or email sales@atgdesign.co.
Hey there, Find the Line listeners. We will always be looking for partnerships for Find the Line. Please email findthelinepod@gmail.com to see how we can work together to grow your brand. Once again, that's findthelinepod@gmail.com. Now, let's get back to it.
Woo! Oh man, ATG Design. I have been thinking up a storm on my kits for next year. And Luke, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to charge me triple because we are gonna go logo display solutions, ATG Design. I'm gonna crossbreed my pit shirts, my kits. I want to look like this is the coolest pair of shoes. It's coming. I can't wait. I'm gonna flow. That's what I'm gonna have so much flow. It's gonna be epic. Are you ready?
No, that sounds good. I'm ready. I'm ready to give you some flow.
All right, cool.
Or try to.
Well, it's gonna be it's a big ask, but we'll make it happen. But no, Todd. So we talked US Hillclimb. We're gonna talk about some more. But you as a rider, it's so man. I commend you when you got back in when you were filming a lot. You weren't riding as much at first, and I remember you were like, I kind of wanted to get back into it. Kind of want to do. How has that journey went for you? Because you've been kind of going both barrels now, and I've been loving what I've been seeing. But how has the journey been for you of coming out and kind of coming back in?
Well, I stopped in it was actually 2014. I did one hill climb in 2014, and then I tried some other stuff. I did some vintage motocross. I tried a J-Day, and then I just stopped racing, period, until when I started to wanted to do the videos in 2021. I thought I could just come and just video the events and try to build US hill climbing and cover the sport, and that was it. That would just be able to just do that. I didn't think I'd ever hill climb again. And after doing that for a couple of years, I was like, oh man, I kind of want to try it.
Yes.
So the last two events of 23, I decided to try dust off the bikes and try it, and I was so out of it. It was so bad. It took probably 6 rides to get the flow back, and it still wasn't perfect. And so I said, all right, I'll race 24, but I have to buy a new play bike and I have to ride as much as I can. And that's what I did. And it came back, and even, I think I'm ride better than I did back, 10 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Maybe not, but it seems like it,
Right.
Just put more hours in and trying to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and what was the last play bike you had before you bought this last one? Do you remember?
It was a 99 CR250.
So you went from a 99 CR250 to what did you buy recently?
24 Husky 250.
There's a bit of difference there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you can't ride a 24 Husky and smile, we can't be friends, right?
Right. Yeah, I love that bike.
Oh man. But it's I'm so proud of you because it's tough. It's tough to get back into it, and we're grown ass men. We ain't kids, right? It's like we all have responsibilities, but there's only one freaking spin on this triple life, right? And I'm so proud of you for understanding that something you want to do and putting the money effort towards it, putting the time effort towards it, and it has came back in spades, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Yeah, it's just riding, just putting in the time. I see the guys like Logan that rides all the time, and I just said I have to ride as much as possible if I want to get back into this. Right. Just because I like to do things when I'm prepared anyways. I don't really like to just jump into things and try them. I like to be prepared before I do something. So I knew I had to do that. I had to get a new bike and just ride as much as I could.
Hell yeah. And then the byproduct is you get to ride, and that's like freaking awesome, right? So it's like
Yeah.
it's really kind of a win-win situation, right?
Yep.
Well, congratulations on getting back into it and being so successful at it, and then being able to make so many races. Like we were talking in the first segment, I mean, just to be able to go to 14 events, whether you're a fan, participating, filming, that's a huge commitment. That's 14 weekends where your wife probably wanted you to be doing something different. You know, it's you got obligations. You got to work extra hard on Wednesday and Thursday to make Saturday happen. It's like we all, as family people, we all know the dues that have to be paid. And that's what gets hard, is like having to work that hard extra just for that Saturday. But the thing is you get to tap back into that Saturday for the rest of your life. And you might make a memory that you'll never forget by doing it. So good on you, man. That's epic.
Yeah.
So we said before the break, now, is it true? Is the KX 500 not in the stable?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Damn. Can you even say that out loud? Does it hurt?
Yeah. I always said I would never, I said I would never sell my CR250 or the KX 500 because I won championships with both bikes. And I said, I'm just going to keep them because I've heard my father, my uncle say, I wish I never sold this bike. That was my favorite bike. And they sold it, and they try years later, they try to get it back, and they don't know who has it and what happened to it. And I said, I'm not going to do that. And then I was just thinking about it this year. I said, well, I want to buy something new, something different that I bought a Husky 450, and I've never had one before, and I wanted to try something totally different. I've ridden 250 and 500s for so many years, probably 20 years. And I just wanted to do something different. And the money that has to be put into the 450 to make it good is a lot. So I was like, I'm going to sell my old 2-strokes high, high and get rid of them now. And then just concentrate on the 450 and just have one bike to ride 3 or 4 classes.
Just thank
it's
you
only
for
a
not
party foul if you don't replace it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. It wasn't like to buy a couch, or it's like, thank you that money went to where it was supposed to, right? That's how no foul then, right? Good call, Logan. Yeah, it went to a better bike. So have you got to ride on the 450 at all?
Yeah, I rode it on the track a couple times, and I rode it in the stock wheelbase class a couple times.
Okay,
and it's so different. I've always been a 2-stroke guy, and I've ridden 450s before a long time ago, but it was a long time ago. And then when I got this, I was like, man, it's so smooth, but there's different quirks that I'm not used to, like the engine braking. Riding the 2-stroke 250 on the track all the time, and then I rode this, and I was like, oh my god, I don't like this engine braking. It's just so different.
Right. Yes.
That's like one thing that's really cool about the state of Hillclimb right now too, though, is like you get into these when you can start riding the vet and masters classes, and like Ty, you said, you can buy this 450 and now you can ride it in 3 classes at the same race. You don't have to worry about all kinds of bikes. You can get on the same thing over and over again. And like a lot of people around here do it. I think that's super cool and helping keep a lot of older guys into it, because like how easy is it to have one bike that you really like? Like Mark Nielsen did it for a long time and did really well. And there's all kinds of people, and it's super cool.
Yeah. And I could have done that with the 250 or the 500 too. I could have rode, and I've ridden those bikes in 3 classes, but I just wanted something new and different to try. And that's the decision I made.
I mean, you're a very smooth rider, but I mean, I think that you're going to really enjoy the transition. Couple things, like, fuel injection is huge, right? Like having a fuel injected bike, now it's consistent. That thing consistently runs unless you change dramatically in altitude. You're going to know what it feels like, know what it pulls like, and they get more traction. And the other thing too is, man, I rode 500s for most of my career, and I love them suckers. But I'll be damned, landing off a jump once a year, they would give you something you weren't expecting, right?
Yeah.
And when you're young, you're quick on the clutch and you can get it. But a 450, knock on wood, they're a little bit more predictable, right? Like you don't get as surprised by them. And the other thing I like about a 450 is they pull, like especially the Mueller Motorsports 450s, they never stop pulling. You know, like my old KTM 250 that I loved, that had so much success on. That thing had a sharp peak, but it wouldn't just keep on pulling. Or man, the 450s now, that's what's fun, is they just keep going. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you and having these new feelings and these new feels, right?
Yep.
And it don't hurt to have that button, you know? I mean, that ain't the worst thing in the world when you get to a certain age to just hit that button, Todd. It's okay, right?
Yeah, and I still kickstarted my 500, and most people don't kickstart them anymore. They got electric starters, they got starters, and they don't kick them. And I still was kicking mine.
So now you get to keep that talent that you have, and once a year when you see that 17-year-old kid trying to start that 500, and he's all sweaty, and then you walk over there and be like, oh, could I give it a try? And you walk through the compression stroke, and then ring ding 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 ding, and then you hand him his bike, right? Like that's one of my absolute favorite things in the entire world, is to just go up and start one when doesn't want to start. It's the best.
Yeah, that's how you do it, kid.
That's great. So, I love that you're progressing. It's like good on you for realizing it and moving up. When this summer, when you guys were riding, we got to see US Hillclimbing and the 895 riding together. Where the hell were you guys, and how did that all happen?
Well, that track is about 15 minutes from my house, and Logan had seen that I was posting riding there, and he was going to be in Connecticut for work, and he messaged me and asked me how far away it was from Hartford, and it was about an hour. And he said, oh, I'm going to try to come up and ride. And he's like, will you be down? I said, oh yeah, absolutely. Just tell me which day. I'll take a day off, if I have to.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's what we did.
What track was it?
MX-23.
MX-23. Okay. Logan, What were your feels on it?
Oh man, you don't really go, like, for me, I've been to enough tracks now where if they're open every day, you never go on with too high of expectations. And that track just absolutely blew my expectations out of the water. It was awesome. Rip deep, plenty of moisture, super cool dirt, awesome layout, but like really fun jumps, super safe still, and still like pretty technical track where you had to actually ride the bike still and hit the corners right. And it was so fun. I mean, it was like, I think I posted some clips that he took a while back. I was like, if I would have known I wouldn't be riding for a long time, I would have done at least 100 more laps that night, because it was so fun.
Todd, I was going to ask if he does what he did to me, is where like you're loaded up, you've already had like your apple, you're drinking your water, and he's out there pounding laps. Did he do that to you that day?
Yeah, it was really hot too, and I would pull in. I try to do 20 minutes at a time, and sometimes it just can't do it. I mean, it was really hot, and I would come in, and he would probably do 2 or 3 more laps. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how he's doing that.
Yeah. Welcome to my life.
I'm pretty sure I didn't stop sweating that night until I got back to the hotel. It was so hot. We were out there, and everyone kept talking about how hot it was going to be out there on Thursday. I'm like, typical. They're like, it's going to be just crazy on Thursday. I'm like, of course it is.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it was awesome.
As long as you don't do it happens to me, Todd, is I'll do a session, I'll ride with Logan, I'll come back, I'll take a break, and then I'll go back out and he's still doing his session. That's when you really feel bad, right? And then he still works you when you come back out. That happens to me almost every time we ride together, so don't feel bad. He don't get the nickname Machine for no reason, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
I was telling him, I'm hoping we can make that whole week work one more time before I'm done traveling out there here and there.
Oh, hell yeah. Awesome, man.
Keep my fingers crossed.
Oh, that's cool. Well,
I was only a couple of weeks off from being able to do it this fall. I was out there like the week before Ohio instead of the week before Freemansburg. So pretty close.
You can always tell when Logan's traveling somewhere. If anybody within an hour and a half has posted a picture of them riding, he will probably drop into your DMs and ask if you're open to, if you're down to ride. Okay, like he is not a proud man. He will beg on the DMs to go have a riding buddy, right?
It was by no accident that I looked up where our facility was and where Todd had been riding out there.
That's awesome. How fun.
Like,
Those are
it's
fun
actually
days.
really close up there. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's cool. So Todd, then for the 124, so for next year, do you have any ideas of what you're hoping to do for your racing career next year? If you're going to do what you did last year, or what you've been thinking about doing?
I was actually, hopefully get that 450 set up. It's at Rat Racing right now. It's going to get a chromoly swing arm made, and
Nice.
it's going to have linkage. My two strokes didn't have linkage. I was so used to running the direct link, but this one's going to have linkage, but it's going to have a custom swing arm. And then when I get it back, I'll do whatever else it needs. And I may not do the whole New England series this coming year and try to get to more events to video.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens, but that's what it's looking like.
Oh, awesome. Very cool. Ever have any interest on open bikes?
When I was younger, my dad had a fast triple, and he wanted to build one for me. And we had a frame made and just never got around to getting the motor done. There was a lot of custom work that had to be done, and it just wasn't getting machined, and we were waiting on some things, and we just never built the bike. But that was the open bike that I was gonna potentially ride. Would be a big triple.
Okay, cool. Well, if you end up back at North Dakota or Bay City and you're interested, I got that little 990 that I'd love to whore out to you if you want. Get a couple of rips on a little open bike. From your 450, you'd fit right in. She's a good little unit.
Yeah, I've heard how those are, that they're like big 450s.
Yes,
people love riding them.
Yes, yeah, and especially if you're going to go to North Dakota or something like that, like we can get you some hits on it and get you comfortable, and then you'd have so much fun. You would have a good time riding it. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah,
I'd be proud to have U.S. hill climbing on one of my bikes. That'd be cool.
I do want to try Brick Mine someday.
Yes,
I have to look at the schedule, how much PTO I have, and I know we want to go to Washington. The wife and I want to go take a road trip to the championship next year in Washington, because she was born in Washington State and always wanted to go back out there. So we're planning on doing a road trip to go out there.
Dude,
so I got to see what PTO I have left.
Yeah. Make sure you consult some of us. There's a lot of cool stuff. I don't know what route you would take, but man, you're driving through heaven the whole way. There's a lot to soak in from your house to Washington. That'd be one hell of a road trip.
It looks like 90 is the way to go to see more of that.
Yeah.
94. There isn't much on 94, right? That just
90. Well, yeah, 94 and 90 run pretty close to each other, and then they merge in Montana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 94 is closer to us, and then 90 is like a little bit south. Actually, I think it runs right through Rochester where you stayed. And then they're probably only like, what, Joel, 200 or 300 miles between the two from north to south for most of them.
Yeah.
But I'd say 90 is probably more scenic if you go from like the cities area out to where they merge.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I love like the wide open spaces. I just love all that. I could drive through North Dakota every day. I freaking love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to where they merge in Montana, like Logan was saying, from there to Washington, holy crap, it's epic. I mean, Rocky Mountains
so cool.
and really pretty views. And I mean, from your house, Todd, to there, like you're going through multiple different climates. You know, it's like when you're crossing one of the largest rivers in the world, you know, everything's flowing one way and then everything's flowing the other. You're going to see a lot. It's pretty cool. You know? But that's a hell of a road trip.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And we know a perfect lunch spot on 90 for you.
Okay.
Oh God, yeah. We got that all mapped out. That's cool. What do you think about the championship going to Washington next year?
No, that's cool. I mean, every year I want to go out to that one, and I haven't made it yet. So this definitely will be this year.
Man, I'm like frothing. Like I hope that the East does what the West has done, and they have a huge showing in Washington. Yeah. I'm nervous that it's going to be hard for a lot of those guys to get out there, but damn it, do I want to see like Jake Rossa and some of those fast ass East guys on that Washington hill, because that hill is freaking fun. I mean, Washington's hill is awesome. Like, it is so fun. And that's what the championship has been so cool with Logan and Jake and all these fast guys all together. It's like, it's unbelievable, the talent to watch these guys battle each other is so cool. It'll be really fun to see it in Washington. I think there'll be a hell of a show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Logan, have they ever had a race there in the fall though? I mean,
no, not that I know of, at least. But since they started, they were going to do that Peterson Cup, and that was going to be in October, and it basically was the same format as what this national championship is. But Brett, or the Washington Nitro Nationals promoters, just invited who they wanted to, and basically it was going to be the top 32 in the country. So I would assume, if they're inviting it versus who's going to qualify, is basically going to be the same top 32 guys or whatever it was. So they were going to do that, and then that was when they had all the issues with the land issue, or whatever it was, property and land, neighbors, all that good stuff. So it never came to. But other than that, no, I don't think they've done anything in the fall. Maybe way back when, before it was the current venue that it is. But
it'd be interesting to see how the fans do and how they go, because it feels like events always do so good in the spring because it's like cabin fever, right? Like we all just want to fricking get outside and do something. And I mean, out there especially, I'm sure it's cold winter, everything else, and it's one of the first events that happens. I hope that in the fall it's even more so, that it's just a fun event and they get a big crowd and whatnot. But the other thing there is water. And, like, what was that? How much was that freaking well? Was it like 80 grand or something it was going to cost them to punch a well?
I don't remember.
It was a huge number because they don't have a well there. And it must have to go super deep or something. I don't know. But, man, is that a freaking chunk of change to put water in there. So they've got a water truck and they must be filling it somewhere. I don't know where they're getting it, but
I think they truck it in with a semi and then they put it in different tanks throughout the property.
Sure. Okay.
Is what I recall. But
the few years I've been going there, it's been getting better and better. So, I mean, they keep improving their mousetrap every year. But, man, I'm excited for you to go out there, Todd. That's cool that your wife's from there, too, because it's really pretty out there. I love that area.
Yeah, I can't wait. It should be a fun trip.
And out east, is Mexican food a thing or no? I always forget. Is it as popular? Because here, God damn, it's some of the best Mexican food I've ever had in my life. And I don't know why in Washington. Right, Logan? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so freaking good. Make sure you hit us up for restaurant ideas. They ain't going to speak English, and don't try to custom order off the menu. We've said that lesson a few times. Just point at the picture and say the number, okay?
We cracked the code last year, Joel. We just said 3 number ones, 1 bucket of beer.
3 number ones, 1 bucket of Corona, and we were smiling. We were smiling gringos, right? We were so happy.
Made it easy.
And something about, because they grow apples and all out there, and I love Honeycrisp apples. The frickin' apples, Todd, they're the size of your damn head. I've never seen a bigger apple. And the orchards out there, how they trim all those trees and stuff is so cool. And then
Luke was just out there filming a farm. I don't know if you knew that or not, Joel.
No.
Yeah, Hops Farm. Went to like that whole Yakima Valley. They provide like a third of the world's hop supplies, and went to a varietal brewery where they do the beers for the Nitro Nationals and stuff.
Wow!
Talked to the owner and stuff, and we had some good tacos out there too.
Sick.
It's a cool place.
Yeah. Oh, that's so damn it! I'm hungry.
That area and that hill and venue and race. It's like one of my favorite weekends all year of racing. Yeah. It's just. It's so fun.
It hurt me not going last year. I just God damn it. I got to figure out a way this spring to get back out there. I miss that place so much. It's so fun. Yeah, I love that place. It's awesome, but it ain't a freaking 50-hour drive for me like it is for you, Todd. So I'm not. I mean, that's a commitment there. That drive from your house out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, dang it, we're so excited. Number one, for you riding, Todd. I can't wait to hear your stories on your 450, and tap on the freaking machine if you got questions. The dudes does everybody else's setups for him. You might as well tap on Logan for some setup advice on that Husky 450, right?
That 1163 gearing will be perfect, I promise.
And I was going to ask you, when you're picking it up at Rat Racing, would you maybe put a good word in for us? We'd love to have him on the podcast here and talking to Ryan.
Oh yeah,
if you don't mind.
Yep.
That dude's had an interesting life, and it'd be fun to talk to him.
Yep.
That when you guys rode, was that Gunstock where who's the mule dealer, Logan? The big guy?
Oh, Kaplan.
Kaplan. When he was looking at Ryan's bike, and he was just, it was like looking at a guy looking at a big set of tits. He just could not stop looking at that pipe. And he's just like, that's just a monstrous expansion chamber. He could not, he couldn't look away from it. It was like there was a boob out of their shirt there or something. He couldn't look away. It was so fun watching that. That was cool.
Yeah.
That's my next goal when I'm in Connecticut, because his dealership's only like 40 minutes from the shop, and I'm going out there next week. So I think I'm going to try to go down there one night and check out his dealership or something, because I've been meaning to see that. And
you got to go there.
I've talked to him a little bit here and there on Instagram just through Buell stuff. So he's all excited about Buell's.
Nice.
So.
Hell yeah.
It'd be cool one day if we had a race out in that direction. We could link up and get him on a Hillclimb Buell or something.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Or his boy can freaking rip. Ken Jr., he's a rider, boy. That'd be fun. That'd be cool. Todd, I don't know if you've listened to the show before, but this is a venting platform as well. And we have a little segment where if you got something that's bothering you or something that just rubbing you the wrong way. Well, Luke, we got a song actually. Todd, you want to hit it?
Rolling smooth and bam, it hits. Something in your sprocket throwing fits. A pebble, a problem, some petty pain. Time to sound off what's caught in your chain.
So this is just a forum for if there's something that you just want to get off your chest. I'll give you a little one here. I'm a contractor. I do tile, right? So this is, I'm pretty consistent. I complain about traffic and I complain about having to work, right? So when you're a contractor and you call me and you basically say, our entire project is at a standstill. If you don't get here tomorrow, nothing's going to happen. You're holding the mortgage on this property. We can't move forward till you get here. When I get there and nothing is fucking ready for me, I get upset. Right? When you're basically threatening my career in my life if I'm not there, and then I do as you ask, and I get there, and I get the, what are you doing here? I was like, you told me to come. Why? Well, you can't work in there. Don't tell me to come here. I have other shit to do, right? So that got caught in my chain. It's a banner flopping around in my pocket, Todd. It's bothering me. Contractors, asking for shit that they don't need to ask for. So that's my little caught in the chain this week. Boys, you got any? Luke, Logan, you got anything caught in your chain?
I don't think I've got a little bit I can add to what you're saying, because I've got a good story for it. It was caught in my chain at one time, so I'll add to it, but it isn't now. This was a similar deal. We needed a couple fasteners for some hydraulic cylinders that we were selling, and we didn't have them at the shop. And this is when I was working in downtown, so the closest hardware store, I was fairly afraid I was going to get mugged every time I went down there. And I had my van with my snow bike in the back of it that day. And I'm like, God, I really don't want to drive down there. So I asked the vice president how urgent it was in an email, because he was working in Canada, and his response was basically, how could you be so dumb to ask me such an idiotic question? Just do it. I'm like, all right, well, this sounds pretty serious, so I'll go and do it. Just completely insulted me. And I went and got the fasteners, put them on the cylinders, and they sat there for the next day and a half, and I took pictures every few hours of the cylinders not moving with the timestamps on them. So every once in a while I see those pictures, and It reminds me of all the good times that I once had at work.
Ah, man. Yes. No, people just love to push other people around. That's what it is.
It was crazy.
You know? God,
Like,
I hate that shit. Oh,
so it's like you could have just said they're not that urgent. Tomorrow would work.
yeah, exactly.
But no, instead he
no.
just belittled me and.
Oh man. I mean, I'm a good lemming.
rough.
I'll follow you right off the cliff, you know, but don't jump till we're ready, you know? Dang it.
Yep.
Luke, anything?
No, I don't think I have anything this week.
Man, and you were in an airport too. I thought for sure you had a gun loading.
I could go nonstop on that, but I don't think anybody wants to hear that.
There wasn't
that's
any-
just constant.
No extended hugging in the TSA line this time or anything?
No, none of that.
Todd, the last time Luke was in the airport, the TSA agent had to tell people in front of him to move out of the way because they were hugging for so long.
Like literally right outside. So you get in the thing where you put your arms up and you go out where you get patted down in that. And then there's a little ribbon in that like 6 foot area. There are 2 very large people hugging right there for like, I saw it for at least 10 seconds.
So funny.
My
I'll
last
squeeze by
airport-
you, turn sideways here, and move the ribbon just to get out of the freaking line. That's no big deal. No problem at all.
The last one for that 170 or so people that aren't on the pod tonight, they're stuck in the chain is when I flew home from Hartford before Ohio. There was 2 Delta flights. There was a 2:30 p.m. or 2:10 p.m. departure and a 7:30 p.m. departure, and they were right next to my gate. So I was waiting there. Oh my God, these gates are just so busy. I'm like trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm looking, and the 2:10 p.m. departure says estimated 7:40 p.m. And as I'm getting on my 7:10 p.m. flight, the 7:10 p.m. or 7:20 p.m. flight to Atlanta is boarding. So I'm like, these people that have been here since 1 o'clock have to sit and watch all these people going to the same airport in the gate right next to them.
Yeah, they
Can
need
you
they need a venting session.
Yeah, like just adding insult to injury is like you guys couldn't move that gate a little further away from the people that have been waiting for that same flight.
So Todd, anything? You got anything caught in your chain?
No, I wasn't prepared. I couldn't think of anything to write down, and
Well,
can't think of
I'm going to
anything.
give you a liberty, you know, like in the near future or even the long distance future. If something really bothers you, feel free to text it up and send it over to us. We'll air it for you. Okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah. All right.
You can vent by proxy. We'll allow that for you.
Yeah,
Okay?
perfect.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, Todd, just what you're doing for our sport in a whole is just enormous. I mean, I hope that you feel the love from the fans, from the promoters, from the riders. You are doing a shitload of work all by yourself. And I know your family has a part of it as well. It's a team effort, but you're literally springboarding this sport that we love and putting it in front of people that are getting them excited to either come watch what we're doing or even better, join what we're doing. And you're making the promoters, you're making the events, you're making everybody up their game. And thank you so much. It's not without a shitload of energy from you to make this happen. And you're a very talented person. And I just can't say enough things of how much you've done. Amazing. 100,000 followers on YouTube for US Hillclimbing is one of the biggest things that's happened in the sport in a long time, and all due to you and your success. Thank you so much, Todd. It means the world to us.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, and if
I just
everybody,
wanted to-
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just wanted to add something too. It's like you're talking how you're filming on your phone, and I don't know what you're using to edit like the videos.
Top secret.
Yeah, I use Canva quite a bit.
And it's just like I don't know, it's cool to me that, you know, everyone thinks you need all this fancy equipment, all this crazy software to do, like, to make a YouTube channel or to go out there and, like, you know, make stuff. And it's like you don't need anything. Like, you can do it all, especially in today's age. It's like you just got to be ready to put in, you know, an insane amount of work and to put stuff out there. And now, you know, in 4 or 5 years, you have 100,000 subscribers, and just like that, just from using your phone and, you know, editing stuff yourself. You know, I'm guessing you didn't pay money to go to an editing class, learn how to do it. You just taught yourself, you know, like there's really not any excuse if you want to go out and try to do something like that, which I think is, pretty cool part of the story for sure.
Well said.
Yeah. I purposely wanted to start small and cheap in case nothing happened with it. I wanted to just use a phone and just see what happened. And it, I don't know anything about the cameras, and maybe someday I'll upgrade to something like that. But I'd have to be quite a bit to learn. And, but I purposely wanted to start cheap and small just in case nothing came of it. But it's working out pretty well.
Man,
yeah,
you've been killing it, Todd. I just freaking love it. I hope that this is just the start, and I hope that the success you end up achieving is something you couldn't even imagine, because you're putting in that effort. So good for you, and we all are here pushing you. We want to do everything we can to ensure your success.
Yeah, thank you. And everybody that, if a lot of people take videos at all the races, and all the riders, if they can get a hold of their parents or sisters or brothers that took videos of them, post them up, because it helps the algorithm. So if you guys all posted one of your rides, and people are scrolling, they're going to see Logan's ride and then your ride and then one of US Hillclimbing's, and it's just going to help the algorithm, because everybody posting their videos, it's just going to flood the internet basically, and everybody that's interested in dirt bikes is just going to keep seeing Hillclimb video after Hillclimb video if everybody does that.
Yeah,
it helps everyone.
Awesome.
It does.
And Todd said earlier that he's on the iPhone, so let's let this be a lesson. Get a freaking iPhone, right? Don't be a communist, right? If you want US Hillclimbing to share your video, have an iPhone. Don't have the little tiny shitty film when you ruin every group message when you don't have an iPhone. Okay. So let's get with the times. Okay. Get a freaking iPhone. Okay. Yep. This is a lesson to all you people. All right, let's go.
Yep.
Quit ruining group messages.
That's all. That was do we have to hit the song again, Luke? That was damn near a caught in the chain, wasn't it? No, I'm just kidding. All right, boys. Todd's probably got editing to do. Dude, thank you. Thanks for being on here. Appreciate your time. Let us know whatever we can do for you. Can't wait to see the future for US Hillclimbing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I do need. I'm gonna order some number plate backgrounds from the boss, from the sponsor, and So with the mini plates, I've been trading mini plates with people, and I do need 895 and a 914 mini plate. I don't have one of those.
All
nice.
Right, we can do that.
You got to get that. The 914s are tough to freaking get. He won't print any of his own. I bet
you the only ones he has are from BDMX.
Yes, I think you're exactly right. Yes. Oh, man. That rock. Oh, man. All right. We're out of here, boys. Later, man.
Yep. See ya.
Right, later.
Come on, my mama told me one day I'ma grow up big and I'ma be a king. And my papa told me it's okay to sit where shit hurts. Don't forget your dreams, 'cause they'll get you through this so-called life.